Hi, this is Courtney with Holt Law. This is a quick video on how to form an LLC in Minnesota online. So just a quick disclaimer, this is for educational purposes only, and this is not legal advice. So with that being said, we'll get started. So we'll start here on the Minnesota Secretary of State website. Website's pretty easy, it's just sos.state.mn.us. And this is the landing page. So we're going to hover over Business and Liens here and click Business Filings Online. So you do need to have an account with the Secretary of State before filing. The top right should have the options to sign in or create an account. I'm already signed in, so the option to create an account is not there. However, the option will be right up here in green. Creating an account, it's free, and it makes the filing process so much easier than traditionally just mailing it in, for example. Okay, so once you've created an account, you're signed in and you're back on this Business Filings Online page. Scroll down to the options under File a New Business or Nonprofit. About halfway through here, we're going to see the option for a limited liability company, domestic, and you'll see here it's $155 to file for a domestic LLC. So we'll go ahead and click that. The first decision you need to make on the screen here is, depending on what type of business you're doing, you may be a professional firm. Make sure to consult with an attorney if you are unsure whether or not to make this selection. For the LLC I'm filing today, we are not electing to have professional firm status, so I'll just keep this no selected and click Next. On the next page, we're checking to see that the proposed business name is available and selecting how you would like the legal designation for the LLC to appear with your name. It's entirely personal choice how you would like to list LLC. Just a helpful tip, keep in mind that for a lot of business filings, you'll need to list your entire legal business name over and over again. This is why personally we like the simple LLC here, instead of typing out your business name plus limited liability company, or remembering to put in those periods each time you put in your business name. So that's totally up to you, but that's just our suggestion. So from there, we'll put in the proposed business name. I would like it to be Health Law Minnesota, designation LLC, no spaces, no periods, not spelled out, and click search. You'll see here that it is available. So just as a quick example, I'll put in another name, do Holt Law, and it'll tell you right away if it is not available. So really, you can't infringe on another company's name. The system will not let you. So just keep that in mind. If this message comes up, you'll just have to try another name. So Health Law MN. And make sure that you're not putting LLC here. Just leave it as the selection that the system gives you here. Otherwise, when you go to file your entity, it will say that your legal business name is, for example, Health Law Minnesota LLC LLC. It looks a little silly, so they do also tell you that it contains two business designations. So just keep that in mind before you proceed. All right, so the name is available, the designation is how I want it to be, so click File Limited Liability Company. Okay, so add organizers. There is a description on the screen regarding who may be an organizer. For this example, I'm putting my name and the business address, not my personal home address. All right, I'll click Save Organizer. It does ask you to make sure the address is entered correctly, and it'll offer you the standardized. I like to do the standardized. You should consult with an attorney regarding what information is made available via public record. So we'll click Next. So next section, Registered Agent. I am electing myself to be the registered agent, so I will not be putting my information again. This is another question that you should ask an attorney. Should I have a registered agent? This is somebody that you appoint to receive legal notices and information on behalf of the company. This is on public record, so if you don't want your name listed, you do have options to use a different registered agent. just consult with an attorney if this is something you'd like to pursue. So I'm not going to put anything here, so I'm going to click next to skip this section. And registered office address, you do need to fill out. I'm going to quick put in the business address. Okay, again, it'll ask to use the standardized. And it went to the next section for me. Mailing address, if you can't receive mail at the registered business address from the previous section, put a separate mailing address. This is not applicable to the LLC I'm filing today, so I'm going to go ahead and skip by clicking next. So add an attachment. You'll see here attachments are optional. I'm going to click next to go to the next section. Add delivery information. This is where your LLC documents, the actual articles of organization, will be sent electronically once the filing is completed. Nice part about having the account with Secretary of State is that my information is already listed here for me. So I'll click next. Add client reference information. This is typically for people who file many LLCs on behalf of their clients, such as what we do at the law firm. So this is where you would list their name. This is for myself. So I'll just put my name and click next. All right. Add an email for official notices. This is where you'll get official notices, such as when it's time to do your annual reinstatement. So make sure to put an email that you know you have access to. And this will already be checked. Check here to have this email address excluded from requests for bulk data to the extent allowed by Minnesota law. It's nice to just keep that selected. So let's click next. Minnesota Business Snapshot. This quick LLC filing overview is meant to show the minimum amount necessary here to be legal, compliant, and filed for a Minnesota LLC. So we can skip this part. Click next. And this is where you can review your information. Make sure that everything looks good. So the organizers is myself. Registered office address looks good. So take the opportunity to make sure everything looks correct. Click submit. And make sure you are authorized to sign on behalf. Here, I'm going to put my name, click submit. All right, and you do get an order number, but the filing is not complete. You'll see here, don't consider your transaction complete until you receive confirmation from this office, which you have to pay before it's final. So we'll go to continue to make payment. You might have an account already, but maybe not, so pay without registering. And from here, you just make the payment. Put your contact information, card number. Once payment is complete, you'll be redirected back to a screen that looks a lot like this from the Minnesota Secretary of State website. Your filings will be available almost immediately via a link listed on this page, and the information will be emailed to you as well. All right, thank you for watching.